if you're new to day trading, you need to watch this video. In this video, I'm going to be using two simple trade setups to trade NASDAQ futures, like you can see on my chart right here, the NQ NASDAQ futures. I have two setups that I'm going to be looking for, and that's it. I have certain criteria, market's opening right now. I have certain criteria that has to be met for these setups before I even take a trade. So I'm going to let this first 15 minutes of the market open play out, most likely, because most of the time my setups don't happen in that first 15 minutes. So I usually just wait until the market kind of calms down and gives me some kind of clear direction. But if a perfect setup presents itself, I will take that. But my two setups are going to be flag patterns, and like I said, certain criteria has to be met for it to be a perfect flag setup, and reversals, and same thing, perfect criteria has to be met, certain things have to line up. I have the 4-hour time frame up here to the left, 15 up here in the middle, 5-minute up here to the right, and the 2-minute down here. So the 2-minute is for my entries and exits. The other three are just for confirmation, to basically let me know that this setup meets the criteria. So stay tuned, and as long as the market gives me some setups, we'll get some trades in, and I'll explain the process as I'm going. Alright, so it's 8:44, 8:45 now, and so this is our 15-minute opening range where I have this green box. So I'm going to get that locked in. The top of that range and the bottom of that range and the middle of that range all usually plays an important role for the rest of the trading day. So if you keep up with this stuff, you'll see that price usually reacts pretty strongly to the top, bottom, and middle of this range. So I'll leave that pulled up on my charts. And as of right now, these first 15 minutes have been pretty calm. Not too crazy. It's a pretty tight range for the day. And I'm assuming that's just because tomorrow we have core PCE data coming out. Today we had GDP numbers, unemployment claims. And here in about 15 minutes we have pending home sales. And so there's a little bit of news and important data coming out tomorrow. So today could just be a tight range day. If so, I may not get a trade, or I may only get one. So I'm just going to sit and wait and see if we break out of this range. I think we'll eventually break out of this 15-minute range at some point, but I don't know how strong of a breakout it'll be, or how far we will go from the range before we just get stuck in another range. Sometimes they're just not good trading days for the way I trade. So, you know, worst case scenario, I just don't trade. Flag patterns are simple, easy to spot. There's no guessing. As long as there's clear momentum going into the flag pattern and the flag pattern plays out a certain way, then you have edge. On the reversals, as long as the 4-hour, 15, and 5-minute, as long as those time frames look a certain way to where you know you're losing the momentum, and that push, that momentum has died down, and it's basically just ran out of fuel for that move, then you can be confident in a reversal trade and know that you can at least get, 10 points, maybe 20 points real quick on that first initial pullback. So that's where I found my edge. So that's what I stick with. So I'm just going to sit and wait, see if I get a setup, and if so, then I'll share that with you guys in a few. Okay, so as you can see, this range shifted. So right now we're just two candles in on the 15-minute chart right here. So really no progress has been made in either direction. This whole candle just got erased, got engulfed by this bearish candle. So as of right now, there's still no trade. Now if we continue on down, and then I see a nice pattern set up, nice bear flag down here, then this could end up being a good setup. Now the 4 hour, you know, that there's no clear momentum on that 4 hour, but if there's a couple of candles like this on the 15-minute time frame, the 5-minute has several bearish candles in a row with a low close, then I might be able to take a flag pattern setup on the 2-minute. But with that 4 hour time frame sitting where it is, it's not an ideal time to be shorting. And even if I do end up taking a short in these conditions, like let's say the 15-minute chart shows clear momentum, the 5-minute shows clear momentum, and there's a flag on the 2-minute, I will take that trade, but I will definitely cut it at 10 points and not push my luck, because I know we're sitting here consolidating sideways on this support line, which is yesterday's close. This purple line, that's where the market closed yesterday. So I know that we're sitting at a strong support right now. You know, this level goes back all the way back here. So you can see that's a strong level, and we are above it. And we're above the 10 EMA and the 20 SMA right here. So I would definitely not be trying to take, I would not have a wide profit target on a short trade right now. I would just get 10 points and roll with it. So that's something you have to keep in mind. Alright, so I did not take this trade on this bear flag here because, like I said, this 4 hour chart has consolidated right above yesterday's close. So that's a pretty strong level there. So me trying to go short here is extremely risky unless we see, you know, a little bit more momentum pushing down and holding below this purple line. And you can see where buyers are stepping in here. So price isn't just dropping right down there as easily. So let's see if it actually does drop down, or if we get pushed back up into this opening range here. So that's what you got to look out for, because if we're sitting on top of a strong level and it's holding as support, then you definitely don't want to be shorting down to that. And like I said, even if you do, it's risky, but you have to lock in your profits quick, because buyers can step in and push it right back up and you get these little wicks like this. So that can go against you really fast. So for right now, I'm just gonna wait.
Housing for Ethereum. So there's a lot of stuff going on. So we got ETH inflows into Ethereum are running at 10x higher than Bitcoin right now, showing capital rotation, which we discussed always. Okay, so that's what's happening. That's why Bitcoin isn't really taking off. It's taking kind of a side seat to Ethereum itself. Okay, so Ethereum is just following the Bitcoin script. That's all it's doing. If we look at this Bitcoin 2018-2021 fractal, okay, had the same crash.
Alright, so I just hopped into this trade. This is a short. It's a reversal trade. We're still stuck in the range of this previous candle on the 4 hour. There's a clear loss of momentum on the 15-minute, clear loss of momentum on the 5-minute with an opposite color doji candle. So I'm expecting to potentially get at least 10 points on this short, because most of the time this little doji candle here signals at least a short term, at least a shallow pullback. So I'm looking to get at least 10 points off of that. So that goes along with the criteria for my reversal trade. So let's see if See if it's a winner or a loser. And you can see my P&L down here. Currently down in the red like 150 bucks. And this is a $50,000 Tradeify eval account. And to start the day off, it was about, I think, $50 in the red from a losing trade yesterday. So I'm just getting started on this evaluation account, working towards getting it funded. So let's see if this trade can get me 10 points. It's looking decent. And on this kind of trade, I only trade one NQ, one contract. On the flag patterns, I trade 2 NQs because I just feel more confident in those flags than I do this. But so far, this looks like it's a decent setup, or it looks like a really good setup. So let's see what happens. Come on, quick drop, quick drop. Here we go. And my target is close to getting hit. Come on, bring it on down. Another couple of points, hit my target. It got literally within 1 point of my target. So let's see if it'll get back down there. All right, get back down there. Come on, come on. Give me 10 points. I'm being patient with it. And there we go. So as you can see down here, that one trade brought this account from being $50 in the red, so it was below 50,000. It was down to 49 something. I think it was like right at 50 bucks. It was 49,947. It was about 50 bucks in the red to start the day. One trade with this simple reversal strategy got me $194 into the green. Now I did sit here for 1.5 hours waiting for this one setup, but that one trade just got me at pretty much $200 in profits, and all I had to do was sit and wait for that one reversal setup. Now I haven't had any good flag pattern setups yet, and it doesn't look like I'm going to within the hours that I trade, because I'm not going to sit here until market close. But it looks like it's a range day. We're still stuck in this yellow range, this yellow box that I have here. So that's my no trade zone for flag patterns. Now we did lose momentum. Like I said, that met all the criteria for my reversal trade setup. So I went ahead and took that using one NQ. So that one trade, $200 in gross profits here. So that put me up to 50,141 from 49,947. And that's just with one account. Now with these Tradeify accounts, I can have up to 5. So once this account gets funded, which means once I get it above $53,000, then it becomes a funded account. And then once I get that funded account from 50,000 to 52,100 to get above that buffer zone, I get to start making consistent withdrawals from that account. So I can have 5 of these. So the goal is to get 5 of these 50K accounts, and just like that, that one trade was about $200 in profits. So times 5 accounts, because I can use a copy trader, and I can get 200 times 5 in one trade. So I can trade that same exact setup across all 5 of those accounts and pretty much make $1,000 in profits with one trade. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this account funded, and I'm going to continue to make some videos. Hopefully tomorrow or next Monday or Tuesday. Hopefully we have a good day where I can get 2 or 3 trades in and maybe give you a good example of a flag pattern like I trade, and then maybe even a better reversal setup. Usually the reversal setups are a little bit better than that, but like I said, that one met all the criteria, so I took the trade and it worked out. So in my opinion, this is the easiest way to day trade, and this works on futures like what I'm doing. It works on stocks, forex, crypto. As long as you get to where you can read the price action and identify these 2 setups and make a checklist. I literally have a checklist right behind the camera over here. I have 2 rules that have to be met for my flag patterns, and then I have 3 rules that have to be met for my reversal patterns. And once that criteria is met, you don't even have to think about it. You just hit the button, buy or sell, and what happens happens. And the win rate is high. I don't have the exact numbers calculated for win rate yet, but I will soon. And I'm going to continue just using these 2 patterns, this simple strategy, and I'll continue to make these videos and share it with you guys. So that's probably all I have for today. It's 10 a.m. and I've got some other stuff to do. So as choppy as this market's been today so far, I'm not going to push my luck with this. So I'm going to take that 200 in profits and just see what happens tomorrow. So let me know in the comments below if you found this video useful. If so, please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with all my videos. I'm going to be posting more videos for day trading futures. I post crypto videos almost every single day because we are about to start the main part of the bull run. Alt season is about to start. So there's a lot of good videos going out for that. I'll be posting when I'm taking profits, when I'm starting to short, once the bear market actually starts. And we still got plenty of time before that. But just subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned. I'm going to share what I've been learning these last 5 years in the markets. It's been a journey. I've learned a lot of stuff from just trial and error and lots of studying. So I'm going to share with you guys what actually works, because in those 5 years I've had to filter through a lot of stuff that was not useful, that did not help me. So the goal of this channel is to give the info to you guys that I found the most useful, the stuff that I've learned that works the best for me. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for the next video. Peace out.